Hello friends, welcome. Now in this particular session we will see more questions which are asked in GATE 2025. These questions are taken from the different specializations. Now look at this first question. This question is on logical reasoning. Now if you read the instructions of this particular question, this question is saying that एक 4x4 का array आपको दिया हुआ है. In that particular case, in every grid some numbers, either numbers or cross are there. You will find numbers or cross. Now, what these cross are representing? These cross are representing the number, or this number is representing the number of cross in the neighboring cells. Now, neighboring cells कहाँ पे हो सकते हैं? Left, right, top, bottom, diagonal ऐसे हो सकते हैं. And last वाला column आपको vacant दिया है. And the question is asking that how many maximum number, respect this word, maximum number of crosses possible in the empty column. Now you had to, while putting these crosses, you had to satisfy the conditions. What satisfy the conditions means, say, if this is 4 written here, I want 4 crosses around him in the neighboring cells. Okay, so आपको permutation combination करने पड़ेंगे. ये 3 है, तो यहाँ पे 2 ऑलरेडी आए हुए और एक आपको आखिरी में रखना पड़ेगा. ओके, अगर ये 2 है तो आपको 2 यहाँ पे अरेंज करने पड़ेंगे. एक तो यहाँ पे आया हुआ है तो एक मैं यहाँ पे रख देता हूँ, तो 2 हो गए इसके लिए. इसके 3 का भी कोटा पूरा हो गया. इसका 3 का 1 2 एंड दिस डायगोनल 3 हो गया. अगर 4 का रखना तो मैं इधर 4 रख देता हूं, तो इसके 4 हो गए कंप्लीट. आई कैन नॉट पुट क्रॉस हियर बिकॉज़ 3 के लिए ज्यादा हो जाएंगे उसके पर्टिकुलर केस. सो यहाँ पे 2 रख दो, यहाँ पे 1 रख दो. दैट्स इट. सो देयर आर 2 क्रॉसेस यू कैन पुट इन दैट वे. Okay, that was very good question. Now look at this question. If you read this question, तो question कह रहा है कि in a locality there are houses in a such a way that एक साइड पे जो हाउसेस है उनके जो नंबर्स है वो कॉन्जिक्यूटिव ऑड नंबर्स है स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 301, एंड अदर साइड ऑफ द रोड जो नंबर्स है दे आर कॉन्जिक्यूटिव इवन नंबर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 302. The total number of houses on the same are same on the both side of the road. The difference between the sum of the house number between two sides of the road is 27. Find the total number of the houses on the each side of the road that are saying. Now to understand this particular concept, ये छोटा सा उदाहरण एग्जांपल लेके हम समझ लेते हैं. अगर मैं 1 3 5 these are 3 consecutive odd number, if I'm adding this, so इनका total 9 आ रहा है. Whereas if I'm taking the 3 consecutive even number, इनका total अगर मैं करता हूं तो वो 12 आ रहा है. Now if you take the difference of this difference is 3. Now how many numbers I have taken in each group? I have taken 3 numbers in each group, so I got the difference as 3. और एक एग्जांपल लेके समझ लेते हैं. सपोज इफ आई टेक 1 3 5 7, that is 4 consecutive odd numbers I have taken. So what is the total of this? If you total this this will be 16. Now where I am taking 2 4 6 and 8, and if I am totaling this now, this is 20. Now what is the difference between this both? That is 4. Sum का difference 4 है. And how many numbers I have taken in a group? That is 4. आपको समझ में आ गया मैं क्या कहने का मेरा इंटेंशन क्या है. नाउ इफ द डिफरेंस इज 27, definitely in 301 row there are 27 numbers, and in 302 row there are 27 numbers, so there are 27 houses in each row. So आपका आंसर 27 होगा. That is option A. Now look at this question. This question is on number series. Now whenever आप नंबर सीरीज के क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हो तो आपको ऑलरेडी एक सेट पैटर्न वो नंबर्स में दिया हुआ है, वो आपको फिगर आउट करना है. And looking at these numbers, we can see that numbers are increasing drastically. So this must be a multiplication based series. यहाँ से आप guess कर सकते हो. This is 3 into 2, that is 6. 6 plus 1 अगर किया तो 7 मिल रहा है. Now 7 2s are 14. 14 plus 1 15 आ रहा है. ये आगे जाके ये पैटर्न फॉलो हो रहा है क्या देख लो एक बार. 63 into 2, that is 126 plus 1, that is equal to 127. Now 127 into 2, that is equal to 254. 254 में 1 अगर ऐड कर दे तो 255 आपको मिल रहा है. तो लॉजिक आपका वेरीफाई हो गया. सो योर रिक्वायर्ड आंसर विल बी 15 2s are 30. 30 plus 1, that is 31, which is option C. C is the correct answer. And as far as my experience is concerned, most of the time we got questions on number series definitely. Now this is a question on ratio as well as percentage. The number of coins of rupees 1, 5 and 10 denomination that the person has are in the ratio 5:3:13. Of the total amount, the percentage money in rupees 5 coins is. Now what is the part represent? Second term is representing 5 rupees coin, that is 3. Out of 21, if you add up the terms of this ratio, that is 21. And if you want to percentage value, then you multiply it by 100. So if you simplify, this is 1 by 7 into 100, and 1 by 7 is equivalent to 14 integer 2 by 7. That is your option number 2, B option. Now, this is a very good question. So what this question is saying that there are this particular circle is divided into 15 parts, different parts. Now we have to paint them. We have to paint them in such a way that no adjacent two parts should have same color. Okay, shared boundaries. Boundaries पे जो है मीन्स यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे सेम कलर नहीं होना चाहिए. एक्सक्लूडिंग कॉर्नर्स. एक्सक्लूडिंग कॉर्नर का मतलब क्या हुआ? यहाँ पे ये कॉर्नर और ये कॉर्नर, यहाँ पे रेड अगर मैंने लिया तो यहाँ पे रेड ले सकता हूं मैं. यहाँ पे कॉर्नर शेयर हो रहा है इनका, लेकिन वो कॉर्नर वाला पार्ट हमें लेना नहीं है. कॉर्नर में कलर सेम रहा तो चल सकता है. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू, इफ आई एम पुटिंग रेड हियर, तो यहाँ पे भी मैं रेड रख दूंगा, यहाँ पे रेड रख दूंगा, यहाँ पे रेड रख दूंगा. यहाँ पे दूसरा अगर मैंने ग्रीन यूज कर लिया, यहाँ पे ग्रीन, यहाँ पे ग्रीन. सो लेट मी यूज दैट ग्रीन कलर so that while counting that number तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा हमें. let us color this with the green और green. तो बीच में ये ग्रीन नहीं आ सकता, लेकिन बीच में एक ग्रीन रख सकते हैं हम. ओके, अगर बीच में अगर ग्रीन रख सकते हैं हम. ओके, अगर ये ग्रीन रख दिया तो ये भी ग्रीन में रख सकता हूं, क्योंकि ये इसके साथ बाउंड्री शेयर नहीं कर रहा है. ओके, तो ये ग्रीन नहीं कर सकते हम. ठीक है. नाउ अगर मैंने ये ब्लैक कर दिया तो ये वाला मैं ब्लैक कर सकता हूं, ये वाला मैं ब्लैक कर सकता हूं. ठीक है. नाउ यहां पे हमने रेड यूज कर लिया, वी यूज रेड हियर. नाउ ये दो पार्ट छूट रहे हैं. दिस टू पार्ट्स आर वैकेंट नाउ. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू, सो इफ यू वांट टू use minimum number of color, because they are asking you to use minimum number of color. So what we will do, just erase this blue from here, black from here. ये black यहाँ पे रख देते हैं, और एक नया कलर, ये वाला कलर हम यहाँ पे अगर एक ब्राउन कलर का लेते हैं या ब्लू लेते हैं और ये ब्लू लेते हैं, तो दिस विल बी ओके. सो हाउ मेनी वी यूज रेड, वी यूज ग्रीन, then we use black, और हमने blue भी यूज कर लिया. So there are minimum बोला है, minimum 4 colors you can use. We have to respect each and every word given in the question. So 4 is the correct answer. Let us look at this question. This question is on permutation and combination. We want to form a 4-digit number from this group of digits such that no digit appears more than once. That means repetition is not allowed. Now we want the numbers which are divisible by 3. Now divisibility rule of 3 says that if the sum of the digits of a number is multiple of 3, then and then number is divisible by 3. Now out of this 5 digits, you have to pick up that group जिनका addition 3 के multiple में जाता है. So if I pick 1, 3, 4 and 7. So what is the total of this? 1, 3, 4 and 7. That is total is 15. Sum of the digit इनका 15 हो रहा है. 15 is multiple of 3, तो definitely I can form 4 digit numbers. और 4 distinct है, 4 अलग अलग digits है, तो 4 factorial, that means 24 numbers बन जाएंगे. 4 factorial का value क्या होता है? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now और क्या हो सकता है? और अगर मैंने लिया, suppose if I am picking up this like 1, 4, 6 and 7, if you add, तो इनका टोटल 18 हो रहा है, तो ये भी 4 डिस्टिंक्ट है, तो 4 फैक्टोरियल यहाँ पे भी बन जाएंगे 24. So 24 plus 24, there are 48 numbers you can form from this group, so that all the numbers are divisible by 3. Okay, let us go to this next question. This question is on progression, that is geometric progression. If you look at this series in a alternate way, so we can see that this one series 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8 and 1 by 16 is in geometric progression. Second 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 20. Now if I split this 2 as 1 plus 1, and I'm picking one, I'm taking one in the first series and I'm picking second one in the second series. So you have the combination of two geometric progression. In this two geometric progression, we know that what is the sum of the in terms up to infinity in geometric progression, that is a upon 1 minus r. What is a? A is nothing but the first term of the geometric progression, and r is a constant ratio. So if I am taking the first series as 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16, and up to infinity. So what I can say here, your A value is 1 and your R value is 1 by 2. So the sum S1 is equal to 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 2. Effectively, I will get 1 upon 1 by 2, which is nothing but 2. Now, second is 1 upon 1 plus 3, 1 plus 1 plus 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27, up to infinity. In this particular sequence, again, first term is 1 and your constant ratio is 1 by 3. So, S2 is equal to 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 1 upon 2 by 3, which is 3 by 2. So, your final answer looks like 2 plus 3 by 2. 2 plus 3 by 2 is nothing but 7 by 2, which is option B. This is a very good question, my dear friend. This is a very good question. The combination of two geometric progression. Let us look at this question. This is a question on data interpretation where the pie chart is given. And in this pie chart, you can see that the number of votes casted, valid votes that for the four candidates are getting, and total number of votes casted in that particular election is 1,15,000, but out of that 5,000 are invalid. So we can say that 1,10,000 are the valid number of votes. Based on this particular data, total number of vote that B and C got, okay, that is supposed to find. If you look at the percentage values of B and C, that is 25% and 20%, that is 45%. 45% of total valid votes, and you had total valid votes as 1,10,000. So 45 divided by 100 multiplied by 1,10,000, and if you simplify this, so your answer will be 49,500, which is your option B. So this is the question on data interpretation. Now look at this question. Moreover, this question is again on percentage. Again, data interpretation में डाल सकता है. So what we can see here, the person 1 and person 2 invested some amount in 3 mutual funds, that is ABC. At the end of the 1 year, the total amount received by person 1 is 500 rupees more than that of person 2. And the annual rate of interest for mutual fund B and C is 15% each. So let us figure out B and C में उसको कितना amount मिल रहा है. यहाँ पे 15%, 20,000 का 15% 3,000 हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे भी 3,000 हो जाएगा. Now 15% of this is 2,250. यहाँ पे भी 2,250. Now ए से जो अमाउंट आ रहा है, तो दोनों के अमाउंट का अगर कंपैरिजन कर दे तो पर्सन ए इज गेटिंग 500 रुपीज मोर. So how you can solve this question? By taking the help of options. So if I am taking the first option as my answer option and 10% अगर मैं 10,000 का निकालता हूँ तो that will be 1,000 and 10% of 20,000 will be 2,000. Now इनका अगर मैं टोटल कर रहा हूँ तो 7,000 रिटर्न्स इसके टोटल हो गए और इसका मैंने टोटल किया तो 6,500 हो रहा है. तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन से दैट पर्सन 1 is getting 500 rupees more than person 2. So whatever the condition is mentioned in the question is valid with this 10%. So that has to be your answer. Okay, so you're taking the help of options is the best way to deal with the questions. So this is the takeaway from this particular question. Let us look at this last question, which is on non-verbal reasoning. Now, in this particular case, what they are saying कि आपको कुछ positions दे, 3 different positions of the cubes are given. You have to decide which dice you can make from A, B, C, and D. Now, for this C, from these 3 positions, let us decide the pair of opposite surfaces. On opposite surfaces, which digits will we have? Now, for doing this, let us take the common surface. 4 is a common to this both. Even you can go with the 5 also, you can go with the 6 also. But 4, if I am taking 4, so 4 के मैं 4 एडजेसेंट सर्फेसेस यहाँ पे मार्क कर सकता हूँ. और मार्क करते वक्त ये क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में मार्क करने की कोशिश करो. तो यहाँ पे मैंने 5 लिख दिया, यहाँ पे 1 लिख दिया क्लॉकवाइज में. अभी क्लॉकवाइज में यहाँ पे मैं 3 लिख दूंगा, यहाँ पे 6 and this is 2. Now from this grid I can say that 5 का opposite surface 3 होगा, 6 का opposite surface 1 होगा and 4 का opposite surface 2 होगा. Now जहां पे opposite surface adjacent बताया गया है वो definitely वो grid काम का नहीं है. Now you can see that 4 and 2 are adjacent here but they are actually opposite to each other, तो ये भी चले जाएंगे. यहाँ पे भी 4 के अपोजिट में 3 बताया गया है जो एक्चुअली नहीं है. 4 के अपोजिट में 2 आना चाहिए था, ये भी गलत है. यहाँ पे 4 and 2 आर एडजेसेंट हियर, सो ये भी गलत है. तो आपका आंसर ऑप्शन ए हो जाएगा. सो लास्ट सेशन में भी हमने ग्रिड पे क्वेश्चन किया था. एलिमिनेशन मेथड इसमें सबसे बेस्ट मेथड होता है. Okay, so that's all from my side, my dear friend. We have taken more 10 questions from this GATE exam. I hope you people enjoyed this particular session and like this particular session. Thank you very much for listening me very patiently and politely. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification for the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Happy learning.